Hi, welcome to this week's Magic Monday. I'm Mark Pocan. Today with me is Luann from our district office here in Madison, and we're going to explain Trump Care to everybody today. Last week, the Congressional Budget Office came out with their analysis of the bill, and they said 24 million people will lose access to health insurance under Trump Care. Older Americans will pay 5 times more and get less of a subsidy. And at the end of the day, 600 billion with a B, worth of tax breaks will go to the wealthiest in this country. Now, that's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of debate about, people spinning all that. So I thought, of course, the best way to explain this is with a magic trick. So I have 2 playing cards with me today. I have a 4 and a 7 we're going to use. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have one of these cards. Why don't we have the 4 represent healthcare? And the 7 then, I'll put in my pocket right here, is going to represent tax cuts. Because you're going to be the average person needing health care, which is everybody. And I'm going to be, well, those really wealthy people. They're going to get the 600 billion in tax cuts, hence the tie. So that's what we're going to do. So I've got this piece of health care. Let me just tear this up a little bit because we're going to make sure everyone gets a little bit of a piece of the health care, right? Because that's how the bill is supposed to work. And we're just going to keep tearing this up until we have a nice little pile of everything. And what I'm going to need you to do then is, why don't I just go ahead and put this in your hand. If you can just put it a little closer here, all right? We're just going to put the piece there, cover it up with your fingers, and we're going to put the rest of the pieces of your health care right here on top. And then I'm going to take the other card, the 7, that's been in my pocket the whole time, and I'm just going to take this tax break and tear it up a little bit. But of course, I'm not going to give up too much of my tax cut because, I am one of the wealthiest in this country based on this story I'm telling. So we're just going to tear this up a little bit. So we've got a bunch of different little pieces of health care tax cut in the end. Just tear it up a little more. And I'm just going to get rid of all of those, but I'll keep my little corner of that. So I have right now the tax cut. You have the health care. I'm just going to put that tax cut in my hand like this.
Okay.
I'm just going to cover it up like you did. And what I'm going to try to do is all the action of the law is going to happen with a little fist bump. And just like that, did you feel anything?
I did not.
You didn't? Just like that, I now have the health care, your health care. And if I have your health care, what does that mean you have?
Tax cut?
Open up your hand. Let's see what you got. You've got, show it to everybody, the tax cut. So we've got the health care and the tax cut. Here's the only problem. You're not wealthy enough to get this tax cut. So I get your health care, I get my tax cut, and you get
Nothing.
nothing. And that's how Trump Care works. I hope you enjoyed this week's Magic Monday, and hopefully you got a little upset now that you know more about Trump Care, and we'll catch you next time.